Good evening. Could you live off of no pay for 12 weeks? In today's economy, more people are living paycheck to paycheck, and 12 weeks without pay could break them. So why are we expecting new and growing families to go through this? If you're lucky enough, your employer might offer some form of leave, but this is fairly uncommon. The sad fact is, the US is way behind comparable countries in offering a paid parental leave program. As new parents, the last thing that you should be on your mind is how you're going to pay for your bills. The U.S. needs to meet the standards of today by instituting a federal paid parental leave program. There is a possible solution that could change the way the government supports new parents. In fact, it's already been proposed and needs the appropriate support to pass Congress. This solution is called the Family Act, and it would provide 12 weeks of paid parental leave, medical leave, or family leave to all working citizens. We are one of 7 countries, 7 out of the whole UN, that does not offer some form of paid parental leave. That means that 186 other countries are able to offer such a program, and some of these countries even offer more than a year of leave. The US maternal mortality rate is extremely high compared to these other countries, and part of that is due to the lack of support from the government. 52% of maternal deaths happen after birth or in postpartum. Without having the support of paid parental leave, women may return to work before their body is healed, which could put their health and well-being at risk. This not only affects maternal mortality rates, it also affects labor shortages and turnover rate. If parents can't take the time off to care for their newborn, they may decide to have one parent stay home and the other work. Not providing a parental paid leave has a trickle-down effect that could affect businesses and even the economy. Even though this is a serious ongoing problem, there are some solutions, and some are even trying to get approval in Congress. The Family Act is the most beneficial to the employees who qualify for this program because it lifts the financial burden off of them so that they can focus on other priorities. The biggest conflict with this act is how we will pay for it. Most people don't want new or higher taxes, but once you break down the logistics, it's much more achievable than you think. The Family Act would be implemented by a payroll tax that would be applied to the employee, the employer, or both. This would act similarly to Social Security, where everyone contributes and then we can benefit when the time is needed. In Romig and Bryant's article, A National Paid Leave Program Would Help Workers and Families, they state, broad coverage enables the maximum number of workers to take leave from young parents to older caregivers. It also reduces the cost per worker by spreading the costs amongst the widest risk pool. It allows participation by workers whose employers don't offer robust benefits, such as part-time workers, gig workers, and independent contractors, which is particularly important for low-paid workers or workers of color. Another way that this program could be funded would be by instituting a corporate tax. Paid parental leave is an achievable goal, but Congress needs to see the desperate need for it. Most people will go through having a new child, so this affects most of their constituents. In such a vulnerable time, parents need to think about spending their time with their new child and healing, not whether or not they can pay their bills that month. In 2021, federal employees were granted 12 weeks of paid parental leave. So why shouldn't the rest of the U.S. citizens be given the same consideration? Paid parental leave is a necessity, not a privilege. Thank you.